Hello and welcome to another video, cracks. In this video, we're going to be talking about our 8 predictions, in fact, for Game of Thrones season 7.
The Starks will reunite. It will be unmade, remade, unbroken, re-established. They're all in the right places now. They're getting to a point where we can actually see, well, for the first time since season 1, all the Starks that are still alive together in one spot. We've got Bran, he's making his way through the wall. Jon, hold up nicely in Winterfell, where he should be, with Sansa. And now Arya, the black sheep of the family, she's at the Twins, which isn't that far from Winterfell, considering she came from Esteros. Is it Esteros? Essos? Yes. So yeah, I think in probably towards the end of season 7, we're gonna have a little family reunion, and then we're gonna have one of those meals around one of those fancy tables. It's gonna be like a flashback to season 1. It's gonna be cool. And Arya's gonna rip her face off and disappear and go shank some bitches. Sansa's gonna whinge. Jon Snow is gonna shoot some arrows. Bran's gonna try and climb something.
The next prediction for the 7th season of Game of Thrones is going to be regarding the Wall. Now, for the Night's King to come down from the north and wreak havoc and steal Cersei's shoes is going to be... Well, the biggest obstacle, of course, the Wall. His army of the dead, as far as we know, can't cross it. So they can't go under it. They can't go beside it because I don't think they can swim or man ships. So the Wall has to come down. And I don't think they can fly. They could have an ice dragon. We've discussed that in an earlier video. But we're not going to discuss that today. Because the Wall is going to come down. When is it going to happen? Well, towards the end of the season. The Wall should probably come down at the end, signaling that the 8th and final season of Game of Thrones is going to be the army of the dead marching on the land of the living in the south. How is it going to be done? Probably the Night's King and his magic. We certainly feel that he'll have a press his hand against it. We can all envision the scene now. The winds blowing, howling. Pretty much, him sucking all the life for a spirit bomb to take the...
It's a pretty shitty wall if it's held him back for thousands and thousands of years and you can just go up and touch it and it comes down.
Well, previously the Three-Eyed Raven was there and the Children of the Forest, who are no longer there to stop him.
And it's somewhat like we think Bran gave him like the key. Because he gave him the key to get into the tree by touching him in his vision. It was like, that was his in.
And it's worth noting that Bran Stark now has the mark of the Night's King upon him, which may allow the Night's King to bring down the Wall and bypass the magic. So, one way or another, ice is going to be falling at the end of season 7.
The next point on Game of Thrones, the epic sea battle. So, we've got Daenerys rocking up with an army of Unsullied, Dothraki, the Dornish, Free Dragons, and obviously the Greyjoys to get her there. She's going to land, got to get off a boat. She's got this in the bag. She's got King's Landing. It's going to be a whitewash. No one's going to be able to stand up to her. And then she's going to turn around and she's going to see Euron Greyjoy just decimating her fleet, coming up from the rear, bringing up the rear, and just destroying it. This is going to change the tide. No pun intended. She's going to have to retreat, and her only way out now is up north. And who's up north? James, who's up north?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. She's going to bump into Jon Snow. She's going to bump into Jon Snow, and word might not have got to Jon that they're actually related at this point. They might actually have some fisticuffs. They might go, nope, I don't like this. A big army coming up north. I'm the only big army up north. You're gonna have to go back down south or take me on. So they're gonna be fighting. Meanwhile, the Night's King is coming down from the south, and King's Landing's coming up from the north. No, I've got that wrong. Coming up to the north, So they're being sandwiched whilst they're having a civil war. That is my case point of the match. Alternatively, Daenerys might have to wade through Euron Greyjoy to get to King's Landing. He may be already there and in the way. She wins, and what's left storms or seizes King's Landing. And maybe Jon Snow comes down to, I don't know, I'm feeling a Jon Snow Daenerys connection somewhere. Either she wins,
both attack King's Landing and then fight over King's Landing itself.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit too much, but okay. We'll put that out there. So either way, she either beats Euron, or Euron beats her. That's the crux of any battle, really, isn't it?
Sam meeting Jorah moment. Sam is at the Citadel. Sam is with Gilly and little baby Sam. Jorah moment has grayscale, and so is going to need to get the cure by Dany's order. She's ordered him to go and do that. And the best place for him to do and find the cure is in the Great Library at the Citadel, where they have all the knowledge and the secrets and what's happening on Wisteria Lane and things like that. Jorah's going to go there. He's going to meet Sam. Sam's going to potentially help him find the cure. It's probably going to be quite easy. They're going to have the records of when Stannis cured Shireen. And then Sam's also going to inform Jorah about the White Walkers, encouraging Jorah to pass the knowledge on to Daenerys and give her information about what's going on up north. It'd be an important plot point. Probably a fan favourite to see these two guys meeting up. They're both like the right-hand support of two of the main characters, and it'll be a pretty cool moment.
For sure.
Next prediction, truths. One of the big reveals of last season was the truth about Jon Snow's parentage, might I say. That he is not Ned's son, that he is his nephew. One theory we have is involving Bran. Will Bran be the one to make light to Jon about his parentage, and also delving more into Bran's visions? Will he get any flashbacks to the building of the wall and the original battle with the White Walkers?
I would like to see that.
You would like to see that. I would like to see that too.
You might reveal the key to winning the next one. Clegane Bowl. Why do we think it's going to be happening, guys? Well, they've been hinting at this since season 1. They started us off with a sweet, sweet fight scene between the two, and they never finished it. It's unfinished business, and it has to be finished.
Why?
Throughout, how many seasons we had so far? 5? 6? 6 seasons. Every season, they've always hinted about how the brothers hate each other. Come up with a few backstory bits as well, but pushing each other in fire. And they are cool. They are the two juggernauts throughout Game of Thrones, so it's going to happen without a shadow of a doubt. Unbiased shadow of a doubt.
Heard it here first, people.
Yeah. There's no hype here, don't worry about that. How? Right. The Brotherhood still have Mr. Mountain Face on their list of... Well, what is that list? What is it?
Not really, just want to
Exact justice.
Well, yeah, justice upon...
He is public enemy number 1.
Yes, he is the outlaw that rapes and pillages mercilessly.
He must be brought before the eyes of the gods.
God of Light.
To meet his fate.
Yes. But Mountain's not going to come away from Queen Bee, so they're going to have to go to him. I reckon there'll be some kind of... Cersei's is travelling somewhere and the band of brothers will intercept him on the road. Maybe, I reckon. And then the mountain will step out the wagon. And the Bandit Brothers like, we've got our own. Come here, Hound. We got a job for you.
Or perhaps.
I really hope you're script writing for them. Come here, man.
Stop taking shit behind a rock and come here.
Or perhaps Beric Dondarrion will have himself to be caught and demand trial by combat.
Also, and awesome, and well,
They won't get me on the microphone.
Say again.
repeating what Sean has just said. The other option would be what's his face?
Beric Dondarrion.
Beric Dondarrion.
Here.
Beric Dondarrion will get himself purposely caught and request trial by combat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hasn't that been outlawed though? Didn't
yeah.
didn't
The Sparrow outlawed it for their cause, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Not Sparrow, but
Yeah.
And Cersei's gonna revoke that
Yeah,
shit.
she's got an ace card when it comes to
'Cause
trial
she
by
knows
combat.
she's gonna win every trial.
Yeah. Not against the Hound.
Oh, will she?
No.
Fucking, I called it.
Proud of himself.
I reckon the best time for this to happen as well would definitely be a mid-season finale, season 7. Just to break it up, just like it's all leading up to some big, heavy stuff. This will just be a nice little.
Yeah, it's not quite the big, huge
No.
battle, but it's like
It's a personal
mountain
touch.
viper moment in the middle of the season. Like
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah. There you go, folks.
And for our final theory, we have for Daenerys to end up on the Iron Throne by the end of the season. Main discussions that we've taken place is her journey towards getting towards that goal. First of all, encountering Euron, possibly defeating him or overcoming his challenges. Also, ultimately, which will definitely happen to gain the Iron Throne, is to encounter Cersei. And what will happen there? Will she have any interaction with Jaime, with the Mountain, other things like that? And the most juicy one of all is meeting Jon Snow, how they will interact with each other. Will they discover their relation to one another? Will they have, as previously mentioned before, will they have a bit of a civil war before they ultimately, as we predict, join forces to take down the Night's King, which we'll be talking on in more of a future topic, because we believe and predict she will gain power to get onto the Iron Throne by the end of the season, so that they can prepare for the impending doom that is the White Walkers breaching the wall and trying to take over the rest of Westeros.
And thanks for listening. Those were the 8 predictions we had, and we may return and change those or readdress them once the 7th season has begun. But for now, at least, there's plenty of food for thought.
Yes, first episode, we're going to revise the shit out of this.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave any comments in the section below.
Adam loves bum.